All he knows is there's an open lane right here with his dominant hand, and his defender is coming this way, away from the ball. Here's a fun fact I learned about Micaiah Hebert today. He does his laundry on Fridays. Look at that spin cycle from the quarterback, gets it into Rocketshaw territory. The golden rule of being a homeowner and a basketball player: don't leave the back door open, as Roth finds Crass on the cut to the tin for the easy layup. But the Vols led at the break thanks to this man right here, Santiago Vescovi, with a finish smoother than a Kentucky bourbon. He had 16. How about Will Bednar tonight? No hits allowed through 6 innings of work. 47 pitches to get out of the first 2 innings, and he just hits cruise control after that. About 2 hours ago, all of these seats in front of me, to my left, to my right, and behind me, almost to the top of this section and the one to my left, were full of hockey fans here in South Mississippi waiting to hear the words that they've been waiting for years to hear. Hockey is coming back. Since then, here's the amount of interceptions Cade Crosby has thrown. Not a single interception in 2 months of football. This team is running itself like a Fortune 500 company right now. Week 1 for Southern Miss certainly looked different, with no tailgating and only 25% seating capacity. But not even a full stadium would have changed the stunned silence as 12.5-point underdog South Alabama took down the Golden Eagles 32-21. Standing on those sidelines was a moment that I will simply never forget. The way they did it, they got a flag down inside the red zone, they converted a 4th down, and then again they scored. With 2 seconds left in the game, they needed a touchdown and they got it, and the play itself was spectacular.
Abby Bosarge is a superstar. The Pass High senior was voted captain of the soccer team and is the youngest member of the Gulf Coast Monarchy football team. Both high accomplishments, and both thanks to her tremendous work ethic and fierce passion.
It's not really just like I was born with the talent to do this sport, but I loved it so much that it made working hard to get better easier. I would run outside of practice to get my endurance up. I would sit out there at our little soccer field with the goals set up, and I would, just practice.
It's that same work ethic that has helped her fight the most difficult fight of her life.
We thought she was going to the hospital to get fluids, just some IV fluids. We thought she was dehydrated because she had been ill, and we never came back.
In June, just months before her senior season was set to begin, Abby was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. Since then, she spent nearly every day at hospitals in 3 different cities. But this past week, she came home to see family, friends, and teachers for the first time in months. Before Pass Christiane's game against Gulfport, Abby was honored with her own senior night and a chance to see people that make the Pass her home.
To see them there, actually right there, it just blew my mind, the amount of people that, cared, that were, out there supporting. That's not just some cards getting sent to you, they're right there. I feel so, so lucky.
The love shown towards Abby is a testament to the amount of love Abby shows towards everyone.
She makes friends with younger patients, and she cares for them. She cooks for the staff. I mean, who does that when they're incarcerated into a hospital for months, battling a life-threatening disease? And she just spends every day caring for others.
The support from the Gulf Coast community, coupled with her ability to organically create a smile, has helped her keep fighting. All thanks to that superstar work ethic she learned years ago.
I always tell myself that, you worked hard on the field, you can work hard in a hospital. No matter where you are, no matter what is ailing you, no matter what you think you could do, you can always work hard. As long as you give your best and you can go to sleep at night knowing that you put everything you had into this day, then you're doing something right.
McHenry's Tyler Cobb was playing baseball at Mississippi Gulf Coast just a couple of years ago before he found a new passion of his, cornhole.
We got started pretty much just like everybody else. We just kind of threw in the backyard or at get-togethers, and then we just kind of were like, no, we're pretty good. And we found out that there was tournaments, like real cornhole tournaments, so we started going to them, and it just kind of took off from there.
It wasn't long until Tyler turned his passion into a career. At just 21 years old, he's officially a member of the American Cornhole League.
In the ACL, you get points by like winning regionals and stuff like that. And I won a few regionals and got good points. Then we went to our conference tournaments, which is like at a bigger stage. I did good at those, and then we went to the World Championships last August, and that's where I qualified to be a pro.
In his first year as a pro, Tyler won the ACL Pro Shootout Doubles Championship in early June.
On the way, and he hits the airmail, but he can't drag it in.
Prior to traveling for tournaments, Tyler had never flown on an airplane before. But his newfound love changed that, and he's become close friends with his teammates and his competitors.
I have friends all over the place. I mean, from one end of the United States to the other. You don't go to many cornhole tournaments and meet many people that you don't like. Everybody, they're good people, but at the same time, they like to be serious about it. They're not just messing around, and I think that's what I like about it the most.
The first chapter of his career has been wildly successful. How many chapters of it are left? Well, he's not so sure. But no matter how long the book ends up being, he'll be perfectly content.
I'll take it as far as it'll take me, but I'm going to ride it as long as I can. If it takes me my whole life, if it don't, just keep playing, keep trying to win, and if I keep winning, I'll keep playing. If I stop winning, I'll stop, I guess.
When former Gulfport player Leonard Bennett saw how tough it became for some of South Mississippi's finest basketball stars to play accessible AAU ball, he took matters into his own hands and helped put a team right in our backyard.
I think it's hard on the parents to try to drive to Louisiana every weekend, try to drive to Jackson every weekend, try to drive to Alabama every weekend. We all just got together and said, man, let's just do it right here on the coast, because we have enough talent right here on the coast to do it. So, you know, if any kid want to come out and play, you don't have to go to those different venues to play.
And what better person to help start a team than former Admiral and LSU standout turned pro, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Known during his high school days as Chris Jackson, whenever Rauf can find time, he comes back to his roots as a part-time assistant to help the community that helped him years ago.
The goal in life is to find your gift, and the purpose in life is to give it away. A lot has been given to me throughout the years, people that are from this area as people not in this area. So giving back is just a priority.
The team season begins in March, just weeks after the high school season concludes. For the players, it's a chance to play as one as Mississippians, just days removed from being opponents.
But like in the end, we just come together, go play against other people in different states that they say are better than us, and we beat them, so now we can say we actually better than them, because y'all let little old Mississippi that ain't nobody beat y'all, so it just feels good.
And for the coaches, helping develop elite basketball players is only part of the grand vision. And the game itself is more than just a game.
We try to mold young men first and actually get these kids that could actually play Division I basketball or Division II basketball, NAIA basketball, is to go to school for free. That's our ultimate goal, to mold young men and get them in school.
Having them understand that basketball is a tool and that there's carryovers to everything, and all the things, whether sacrifice, networking, teamwork, those are things you're going to need in everything you do in life. And so having them understand that, and so when they get it, that's what's most rewarding.